Are you thinking about starting a YouTube automation channel but not sure which niche to pick? I've done the research, and I've found a profitable and trending niche that's perfect for beginners: true crime. With high search volume and low competition, this niche is wide open for new creators to jump in and shine. I'll walk you through exactly how to build content in the true crime space. And stick around till the end, where I'll share a powerful tip to help you monetize your channel faster. First, we'll create a storyline for the video, as this is the most crucial part since it determines the entire flow of the video. I've prepared a formula for this, which you can use to create a script that suits you. In the first part of the formula, we write how many images we want as single-sentence image prompts. And we also write down which story we want. Let me show you an example. Here, I want 6 image prompts related to the Zodiac Killer. Now, I'll take this, process it, and generate the content. As you can see, it summarizes the Zodiac Killer's story sentence by sentence. I think this is sufficient for image generation. You can make additions if needed, but it provides a solid foundation. We can now move on to image generation. We can now start image generation. For this, I take the first prompt and go to Leonardo application. If you're seeing this app for the first time, I can say it's one of the best applications available on the market. We go to the image section here where there are detailed settings on the left. I won't cover those in this tutorial, but if you want, leave a comment and I can explain them too. I'm using its Phoenix model, which is quite successful. I want to create a vertical story with 6 scenes that narrate the story. So I'll select the vertical format here, it's already selected, and I'll leave the other settings as they are. I'll request it to generate 4 images each time. I paste my prompt here, and actually at the end, I'll also write that I want a 3D cartoon style. Yes, I'm seeing quite successful results. I'll generate one more to see if I like another one better. Yes, these results look very nice too. Here, the lighting and neon effects are enhanced, and it's a bit more distinct. I think I like the second one better. I'll check the prompts to see if the same character continues or if they're different scenes. I don't see character continuation here, so we can generate these profiles directly in sequence. I'll generate the others this way, and I'll download the ones I like to my computer. We obtained very nice images. It will be a great storytelling. Alright, let's add some motion to the images we created. To do this, I'll use the Hailu app. I'll select Create Video, upload an image I downloaded to my computer, and in this app, you can animate the image by writing a prompt or choosing from preset motions. Honestly, when I don't need a very specific movement, I give it a camera movement from options, which makes the process much faster. You can do it this way too. For example, since this is an opening scene, I'll have it zoom in from far to close. This one looks nice, for instance. It feels good in that sense. Of course, I could set the camera angle myself, but I'll continue with this. It's a nice wide-angle shot that centers well. I'll produce these. Yes, our first animated visual is ready. Let's see how it looks. Yes, it's having a zoom from the center as we wanted, and it is giving its hand a nice movement too. It gives off a bit of a wild vibe, which I like. I'll produce the other scenes in the same way and move on to the next step. Yes, my other videos are completed too. As you can see, there are some very cinematic frames here. We had our letter, which was done in a beautifully loading way for one scene. Here, our killer is in the scene, and they made him walk directly. It's really great. Being able to create videos like this from still images truly adds so much depth to storytelling. Now, I'll download these to my computer and move on to the next step. To deepen the story, I'll add a voiceover in the background, so let's write a script. I'm aiming for 60 seconds, so 1 sentence per scene should be enough. As you can see, it was narrated like a regular story, but I want it to be told as the legendary Zodiac story. Yes, the scenes are great. It is really deep in the story. At the end, it mentions that the story remains unsolved. If you recall our final scene, there was one where it felt like the case couldn't be cracked in the end. That scene closes it off, leaving people nicely intrigued, which I like. Let's move to the voiceover creation. For voiceover recording, I always use the 11 Labs app. It's highly successful, and I definitely recommend it. I'll leave the link below for you. We go to the app, which is very simple, and select the instant speech option. Now I will go to library, where I can see short explanations of voices. I am finding a voice with a deep character. Let's test it.
In the stillness of contemplation.
It sounds great for a true crime story. Let's use it and make the production. When creating the voice, it lets me listen to how it looks and sounds. After it created, I download it to my computer. I'll repeat this for the other scenes as well. Yes, now my voices are ready too. Actually, everything is ready. I'll take these, blend them together, and create our video. I've now taken everything into CapCut. I'm using CapCut to combine them. It's a very easy app, and you can find tutorials for it everywhere. First, I added the scenes one by one and added zooms to some scenes. So from one moving scene, as you can see here, I added a zoom afterward and created the second scene. This way, I arranged them to build the story. Then I added simple transitions between them. Here, let me zoom in a bit. You can see I placed transitions like these, simple transitions. Then, in the topmost track, as you can see, I added captions. CapCut places them all with a single click. After that, I gave the captions a style, changed the font to make it more readable, added a background, and chose the sans serif font for the text. I think it's quite suitable for true crime stories. Then in the fourth and fifth tracks, as I added music and sound effects to give more feeling. I selected them from the library of CapCut. Let's check how the video looks after this editing.
In 1968, on a quiet lover's lane in Vallejo, California, two teenagers are ambushed in their car by a shadowy figure who vanishes into the night. Just months later, a chilling handwritten letter arrives at the local newspaper, signed with a strange symbol and taunting police with cryptic details only the killer could know. As more bodies appear across Northern California, the Zodiac unleashes a series of ciphered messages claiming responsibility and daring the public to decode his identity. One summer afternoon near Lake Berryessa, a couple is attacked by a man in a bizarre hooded costume, his shirt marked with the infamous Zodiac crosshair. Detectives, journalists, and amateur sleuths flood their walls with maps, codes, and suspect sketches, yet the killer always seems one step ahead. Decades pass, theories multiply, and the letters stop. But the mystery endures, because the Zodiac was never caught.
Now, as I promised at the start, I'll share a great tip about turning this into profit. It doesn't matter what field you're in, but you can determine whether you'll make money in a field based on the demand for videos in that area and the level of competition. I'll show you two methods for this. The first method is to go to Google Trends. You can do related searches here. For example, type true crime. Add last 12 months, and it will show you YouTube search results. This graph shows how much interest there is in these areas. The blue line indicates how much interest there is in true crime on YouTube, and the red line shows in mysteries. As you can see, since November, there's an upward trend in both, meaning there's demand here. You can change the time frame to look at different trends. For instance, true crime seems to have peaked in recent years, so maybe focusing more on true crime instead of mysteries could be a decision. This is a free method, and you can do it for any field to see the trends. The second method I'll suggest is an app I use daily and highly recommend. I'll leave the link below. It helps you decide exactly where to focus your efforts. I go to the app's keyword section and type true crime to see how much interest there is. It gives me a score, and as you can see, the score is high. 70 or above is strong indication for profitability, giving us a green light. While competition is high, it's not too high compared to the search volume, so it gives us a great score. That's why, as I showed at the start, true crime has great potential. If you want to dive deeper, you can go to the keyword section and see different scores, what the competition is like, how many searches are happening, and sort by scores to see which subcategories have more interest. You can do this as you wish for your own niche, or if you're entering a new field. This is one of the best tips I can give you for turning this journey into profit. I hope you find a suitable foundation for your work here on vidIQ or on Google Trends. If you are struggling about where to start, I suggest you starting creating a video, which will teach you all the steps in YouTube automation. In YouTube automation, success comes when you patiently create each video, believing every cut and pause shapes a story that shines. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.